me feeling like I'm academics. Can't
might be at a point of no return. Remember, I got a flight in the morning, so I can't go too crazy tonight. Yo, Terrence Howard said Diddy tried to fuck him, bro. Y'all know. He said Diddy tried to put dick in his butt, bro. This shit is crazy. Listen to this.
You know, there's a short life in
why do you think that is with the creative side?
Well, because losing out money, you got to take drugs. You're going through so much shit to try and deal with life. You are literally, it's an unhealthy space. And so eventually you're going to go too far. You know, who knows what happened to Philip? Who knows what Heath had to do in order to get to where he was at? There's a lot of things that people do that end up sitting and they can't get over it. And they got to keep getting high, hoping to get it out of their head. You know, but when you lose your man card, that's the only thing I can think of. You lose your damn man card.
What is that? What do you mean by that?
You give up your ability, your right to being a man. A man don't take it, a man gives it. So when you give up that man card, you don't get that.
Why does this nigga look like he working in a rice field, man? What's up, bro?
Back.
Are you saying what I think you're saying?
No, I'm saying what I'm saying. You don't get that back. You come into this world as a man one time. You give up that right for anything, for fear of being hurt, fear of somebody doing something, for wanting to gain something. When you give up that man card right, you lose some spiritual energy that has always been pushing through. Like if a woman gives up her womanly right of being a mother and taking care of her family.
Yo, this is like Cat Williams if Cat Williams didn't have some jokes, man.
And do all those things. When you give up those things, but when you give up your manhood, I've never seen somebody recover from it. That was all the people that went to the puffy parties. That was all the people that did all those things thinking that there was never going to be a consequence for what they were doing. Get punked out and pimped out by some greater desire. You shouldn't have a greater desire than being a man. So I believe that's a big problem with a lot of the actors out there because they get fluid. And next thing you know, once you go fluid, it's gone. You don't have any foundation to pull yourself back from. So maintain your man card, no matter what.
Man, I mean, you know, one of the things you're seeing, you went to a whole different place.
Sorry.
No, I get it. So you see some guys struggling with that. You see Bieber struggling with that. You see some of these guys struggling with that.
They can't get it out of their head. They can't get it out of their head. The things that they did, no matter how they did it, whether they were drunk or high or whatever, you gave up your man card.
Wait, is he trying to say Bieber got piped down, bro? Like, stop it, bro. Now that I think about it. Bieber did pull up in the hood and did like 15 push-ups. Remember when Bieber car broke down the hood? And they had that nigga just doing random shit?
You need therapy. And that's the thing that hurts them the most. And so they end up on drugs, end up every way to try and get rid of any principles there are. And that's what the business does. And the women that trade their bodies to go and get the role, they get to the point where they have their Oscar, they have their money, but they don't have their dream. They don't have the soul that they started with. So it's like achieving don't mean anything. If I get all the Nobel Prizes from doing all of this, but in the process I have to trade out all of my integrity to do it so that they can stay in place, what benefit is that? If I lose my integrity, you got to go in as a principal. And what we were brought in here as men. We produce 1,500 sperm per heartbeat for a reason, because the aggression is necessary. You don't trade that in, no matter what.
Did you ever have the opportunity where you got invited and you said no to it?
Hell yeah.
What was the consequences when you said no?
Puffy invited me for weeks, asking me to come and teach him how to, wanted me to be his acting coach for a while. Go there and he's sitting around just looking. I'm like, okay, what's the material you want to work on? He's just looking at me. Then next thing you know, okay, hey, will you?
Yo, Diddy, I fucking that nigga. Diddy got a toothpick in his mouth like, yo, Playboy, yo, flex your pecs real quick. Yo, what role you want to work on? What script? Yo, this nigga over there thinking that. Yo, imagine Diddy just looking at him like, yo, nigga. Imagine Diddy looking at him like that Dave Chappelle skit, bro. Like, yo. Nah, nigga. Nigga thought he was gonna work on coach, nigga. That nigga is trying to hear you moan.
The only way I can keep the studio open is if y'all go out and walk to northern New Jersey, give me a set of left-handed golf clubs. Now you found my...
Help me to come and teach him how to, wanted me to be his acting coach for a while. Go there and he's sitting around just looking. I'm like, okay, what's the material you want to work on? He's just looking at me. Then next thing you know, okay, hey, will you help me? I want to hear your music. So I come over there and I play the music. And he's sitting there just looking at me, like waiting.
Bro, nigga trying to take your brief off. Like, yo, come on. Yo, Terrence Howard, man, for a nigga who played a lot of different characters, man, you can't catch the hint. Yo, if I'm in the presence of a body man and he start doing a few things in a minute, meeting over. Talking about he just looking at you. Like, yo, bro, nigga looking at you, licking his lips, biting his, like, this Diddy right here. Now, I see you, playboy. You deserve that, daddy. I love it when you be scrambling and scraping, daddy. I love it when you in there hustling flow. I can't wait till I can hustle your flow. I love it when you deserve it, daddy. You deserve it. Just looking at you, looking at his lips and shit. One eye a little bit squinted and shit. Damn.
Will you help me? I want to hear your music. So I come over there and I play the music. And he's sitting there just looking at me, like waiting. Okay. So then my assistant was like, he wants to hang out with you next week. And I was like, for what? He's like, I think he's trying to fuck you. That's what my assistant said. And I was like, oh, okay.
I think he's trying to fuck you. I ain't gonna lie, I'm firing my assistant for even saying that. You know me in a body, man. Yo, hold on. Like, you should even say that to me. I think he's trying to fuck you. What? Yo, this nigga Diddy was just in there like this, just staring like. Like, God damn.
I hear your music. So I come over there and I play the music. And he's sitting there just looking at me, like waiting. Okay. So then my assistant was like, he wants to hang out with you next week. And I was like, for what? He's like, I think he's trying to fuck you. That's what my assistant said. And I was like, oh, okay. Now I get it. So now no more communication. Now you know to be hands off with somebody. A number of producers come in to make the approach, and you threaten to punch them in the mouth, or threaten to knock their head off for talking to you like, or looking at you like you're a woman. When you approach a real man about his masculinity, you're going to get a real reaction back. It's a difference when a guy walks in a room and when a man walks into a room. And a man don't take the same things that a guy will accept. So always be the man in the room. And that's always been my whole thing, and have lost businesses because I don't bend over in that way. Ooh. I don't compromise. I don't play gay roles. I don't kiss a man. I don't do that shit because the man card means everything.
I had no idea we're going to go this direction with the podcast. This is absolute. But listen, we've talked about it. We've had a lot of the guys on to talk about this stuff. Are you done with Hollywood because of this specific reason?
I'm still working. I still, I haven't made the money necessary to do all of the other stuff. So I still have to go and do the chitlin circuit. I still have to do the job that I need to. But eventually, I've done what I set out to do, which was to redefine the universe. I've proven what I've set out to do, and that's why I have all the patents. Whether they evaluate it or not.
Damn. Diddy really trying to fuck this nigga, man. Y'all believe this? Y'all believe this, man? Y'all believe this shit? I ain't gonna lie. For some reason, I kind of believe it, but I don't believe it in the sense that. Well, actually, I believe it, bro. I ain't gonna lie. Why is Diddy so ashamed of being bisexual if he is? Bro, live your truth. There's a couple of these gay ass rappers too. They need to live their truth too. All right. Ooh, I want to watch this Vibes Cartel interview.
I didn't have time to.
Ooh, I'm gonna watch this off stream though. Chat, okay, give me like one more topic. Give me one more topic. Chat, I do gotta go. I gotta catch a flight tomorrow. We're doing an IRL stream or something tomorrow. Ooh, I'm filming a big podcast if it happens tomorrow. Ooh. All right, give me one more topic. One more topic. Ruby Rose saying she fucked Lil Baby. Nigga, Ruby Rose done fucked the whole Atlanta at this point, bro. Every big rapper in Atlanta, I think smashed Ruby. And that's not me talking shit. It's just, if you know type shit. You know what I mean? What else? Diddy for sure had a male sex doll with a 30-inch dick? What? That sounds crazy. Okay. So let me go on. I'll probably do one more topic, then I'm out of here. Yeah, ain't drop yet. The nigga still ain't drop yet, bro. I'm gonna hit him later today. I'll figure out like when it's actually coming up. I do know that the song we played, Bianca, it's ingested. So what that means is it's already in the system for YouTube to claim, and that means it should be distributed through DSPs whenever Ye sets forth for it to be. You know. Some shit about CJ Casino and this and third. We covered that earlier.